What's up, YouTube? Major League Sports Cards, and we are already on week 2 of our prospect prediction series. I know it's the only videos I've really been doing so far, but they've been working out pretty well. I've had fun doing them, so I hope you guys are getting some good tips on prospects, and it's going well for you too. So like I said, we got 3 guys again this week. I added a new section to the video at the end that's pretty fun, so make sure you watch till the end, or at least skip to the end. Get some good tips and see how the guys did this week. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment any people that you want to hear my opinion on, or if you think I should make a video on for next Monday. It's coming up pretty quick, so I'm already excited to be on week 3. So let's get it rolling. Let's get some likes. Let's gain some more subscribers so more people can hear this. And we'll just go ahead and get into the video, guys. So hope you enjoy. Alrighty, guys, so thank you for tuning in to our recap of week 2. It's been going by pretty quick already for me. I've been having some fun with it. I hope you guys have been having some fun with it too, maybe picking up some good investments. But this week, it definitely could not beat the first week. I don't know if I'll ever have a week to beat that. If you want to go back and watch the recap, go ahead. But we're going to go ahead and hop into week 2 predictions. So for our first guy, we had Ezekiel Duran. So he wasn't our first guy, he was just one of our predictions. In 2022, he has 194 at-bats. He is batting .304 with 8 home runs, 32 RBIs, 9 stolen bases, and a .919 OPS. So you can see he has very good stats there for 2022 minor league season. If we hop over to his last 10 game stats in the minors, he is currently batting .250 with a 286 OBP. He has 1 home run in the last 10 games, 7 RBIs. What it looks like on the stats, I might throw it up there. I don't know what I'll do with that yet. From the dates of June 14th to June 28th, just recently, it looks like he went on a big slump, but then he just started heating back up again on the 28th through the 30th. So I honestly think through those dates when he was slumping, it would have been a good time to watch the video, pick him up. So I'd still stand on picking this guy up while you can. I don't think he's going to be a very expensive prospect, maybe $30 for his first auto. But like we said in the other recap video, he has been in the majors before. He has proved he can hit. He has proved he can play defense. He's more of a hitting prospect, but he's top 100 on the spreadsheets. He's 69th on the top 100 prospects. And I just think this guy has proven his point. I don't think he's going to be the next Mike Trout or anything, but I think, especially for a team like the Rangers, he could be a great third baseman. And even if they call someone else better up, I think he'd be a great guy to maybe learn how to play shortstop, even anywhere in the infield. But you can see that his stats here. He is a great hitter, batting .304 on the year with 194 at-bats, I believe. But that's Ezekiel Duran. I still think he's a good pickup. We'll hop into his charts in a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and move on to Elly De La Cruz. All right, so on to Elly De La Cruz. This guy is also prospect number 64, so he's up there on the prospect sheets. This guy is very similar to Ezekiel Duran. He has 249 at-bats in the 2022 minor league season, and he's batting .296, so just a little under 300. He has 15 home runs, 47 RBIs, 23 stolen bases, and 932 OPS. That's just amazing stats too. He's almost batting .300 and 249 at-bats. He's a little low on home runs. I expected him to be up more in the 20s. I don't know if that's just me giving him a little too much credit for what he has, but I think he should have like 25 home runs or something. 47 RBIs, though. That's good. So it looks like he's been a gap hitter, and then he can steal bases, too, with 23 stolen bases. So his 2022 stats prove that he is a great hitter year-round. In his last 10 games, he's batting .256. He has 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 6 walks. He has struck out 14 times in his last 10 games. And I'd say that's pretty high. He has a high strikeout rate. But if you're still batting .256, I feel like if he can cut down on the strikeouts, he will be an amazing player. In his last 10 games, he struck out one time in his first game, one time in his second, one time in his third, and it keeps going on: one strikeout, three strikeouts, one strikeout, one strikeout. And there's only one game in the past 10 days that he didn't strike out at all. So I don't think he's going to be a bust. He's still in rookie ball, but I would predict that Elly De La Cruz is going to be like the O'Neal Cruz in the minors, and then he's going to get to high A, like triple A or double A even, and he's really going to struggle with strikeouts, and he's going to just stick there. So I think, again, I would say maybe not as much as the first video that we made on Mondays. Maybe not as much invest in him, but I still think if he gets called up to double A, even triple A, then I think he's going to be a great investment. People aren't going to look at the strikeout rate and they're going to buy like crazy. So I'd get him and hold until he gets called up to double or triple A and then sell. But unless he figures out his strikeout situation, I don't know what is in store for this guy. He's a great hitter, but you can't strike out once a game for your whole season and be good. All right, so we're just going to look at Jordan Lawler through the stats or the Sports Card Investor app. There's not very many highlights for him since he's still young. He basically just got drafted a little bit ago, but we can look at this. We're not going to look at all his stats because they're just kind of hard to find for him since he's a newer guy, but you can explore deeper into that if you want. We'll just look at his price. So you can see right here, people are selling this PSA 10 first refractor for $160. It says it's a good deal. $250 says it's a bad deal, which is just kind of common sense. The most average sale says it's $159. You can see right here. We'll look at the PSA 9. People are selling it for $75, which looks like a good deal. $80, which looks like a good deal. And then $100, nothing really. So recent sales on the 9 have been 80, 80, 42. So kind of inconsistent. It looks like people don't really know if they should pick them up or not. It looks like it's been 160, 152, 116. So it's definitely rising for the PSA 10. We'll look at his charts for the PSA 10. We made the video on Monday predicting this guy to have a good week about right here. I would say it hasn't really gone anywhere huge, but I would still say, even though that is up 30% in the past 30 days, I'd look at getting a PSA 9 for $80 and holding on to that for a couple years, honestly. Unless he does something crazy, I feel like in a few years, this card will be going for well over what the PSA 10 is going for right now. So you can see Jordan Lawler right here. That's his first refractor. There's his auto. We'll just look at that real quick. His auto is actually down. I did not realize that. We'll look at his raw auto. Still expensive, but I would say you could grab one of these two that is turning down a little bit. So that's Jordan Lawler. Nothing crazy has popped up with him, but I'd still say he's a good investment. All right, so with Elly De La Cruz, you can look at his first auto here from 2022 Bowman. I've actually changed my mind on this one. This has been the first time. So this really shows you with this guy what you can do if you just watch for a week, figure out what he's doing, kind of look at his stats a little deeper, and just spend a couple days just really looking in depth at this player. So I have changed my mind. It's still up to you, but I would not buy into this personally. I think it's just too overhyped for the amount of strikeouts. It looks like people are selling a lot, so it's dipped down a ton. You can see we made the video around here, and it dropped like crazy. So I doubt anyone bought anything that I said, but I really hope no one did because it's down like crazy right now. So that was a bad prediction on my part, but still, just like I said, if you want to take a risk and you do want to buy in, I can see where you'd come from that. Even though it's down 18%, you could buy a lot here, and if he figures out his strikeouts, you can go straight back up. So I personally would not do it because you can see for a raw auto, well, people don't have good prices right now. There's really no prices to look at, but it's just, in my opinion, it's way too expensive for the risk that you're taking with the strikeouts. So that's all I'm going to say for Elly De La Cruz. Just I would not buy him, but I still feel like there could possibly be a small profit with this. On to Ezekiel Duran. So this is his first Bowman refractor auto. It is out of $4.99, and you can see I mentioned earlier it's in a Yankees uniform, so some people may not like that, but I really think people should have bought into this on Monday. I'll show you why I say Monday. If you go down here, you can see in the past 7 days it is up 37.5%. The last sale went for $99. We did the chart. Let's see, where was the date? Right here was about when we made the video. So if you would have bought in at $52, I actually think it was around $30 when I made the video on Monday. I'd have to double check. It's at $100 right now, and it is selling. It sold for $100 just a couple days ago. So with this guy, I would say you missed your chance if you did not buy in. There's actually there's some good deals up here for 89 to 90, but I would say I made a good prediction with that one. I think he was a great buy-in, but I would not buy in anymore because I just don't see how his card's going to be going for more than $100 unless he goes crazy. But if you could have bought for $30 to $50 and it's at $100 right now, I think that would have been a great prediction. So that goes to prove another, like the O'Neal Cruz, the Nolan Gorman prediction. I'm going to add Ezekiel Duran to one of my best predictions. So hopefully maybe one person took my advice. I don't know. I'm probably not getting a ton of views yet, but I think this was a great prediction, probably my best, and just a good prediction for a sleeper. So I'd watch this, and if it goes back down to 50, I would buy, especially if it's still while he's in AAA. So that's going to be it. We'll move on to a new part I'm going to add to the video. I'm excited for this part, so stay tuned for this. Okay, so this is something new I'm going to be adding. I'm basically just going to be predicting all of these guys, 3 guys a week usually, and I'm going to show my record. So just to show that I can know what I'm talking about sometimes I don't. So we're going to start with the first week, was just Nolan Gorman, O'Neal Cruz, and Anthony Volpe. That was a crazy week. I'm super glad my first week went well. Nolan Gorman was up 20%. O'Neal Cruz was up 354%, and Anthony Volpe was up 10%. That would have been a great investment week. This week, Elly De La Cruz was an L because he was down 9% and had a high strikeout rate. Ezekiel Duran was a W. He was up 50%. And Jordan Lawler wasn't really anything. It could go either way because nothing really changed. I still think he's a good investment, but I just decided to put it as an L because he didn't go anywhere. So some of you guys are definitely here for like the quick money to see if maybe I know what I'm talking about to get some more profit just by watching these videos. But for that, just since it was a slow week, I put an L. So we are currently 4 for 6. We're going to do some more next week. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, comment some players, comment what you think, and I'll see you guys next video.